Hello everybody, welcome to the Melbourne Cricket Ground on this special evening when we celebrate 100 years of Australian football. Remarkable scenes here. I think one of the great things tonight is everybody's got into the spirit. The AFL and Ross Oakley must be absolutely thrilled to bits with the period costumes, Cobb & Co bringing them in. Some people decided to take it the hard way with the penny farthings. Well, have a look at this. We've seen some fireworks this year, but this was the daddy of them all, so to speak, with the players from the same olds and the Pivotonians kicking the cracker to one another, right on the chest. Terrific banners here. Darren Bewick in his 150th match, and they're wearing the knickerbockers, the players, and the little caps. They'll take those off for the start of the game, but they're also in the spirit. Now, some changes, Gerard. Bewick and Long, important. They've come back into the team tonight. Bewick's playing his first game of the season along with Grenvold. So the changes, Bewick, Long, Lucas and Grenvold are in for the same olds.
Yes, Thompson, Calthorpe, Young and Burbikoff were omitted, but great to see Bewick back and Long.
And they've made the one change, Brenton Sanderson back into the team. So Geelong losing to North in what was an outstanding game of football here last Friday night. But they're down to a sixth position, so like Essendon, well, not quite so crucial for them, but they do need to just consolidate. They didn't lose 2 games in a row last year. They won't want that to happen right now. There's Bewick in his 150th match tonight for Essendon. Shane Brewer, one of their goal kickers, as Gerard said. So the teams are out there.
Let the match begin! God bless Australia!
Mercedes in there. Tudor's over the top. Still Essendon with Mercedes trying to get it to Fraser. Fraser can't. In there was Colbert. To Riccardi. Beautiful hands. Burns could kick this. On the left. He's got it.
They should just about get their second goal on the board.
Goes short. Colbert didn't find him completely. Then in the pocket. Brings it back close. It might be a goal.
My word, things have changed in 100 years. Brownless. Oh, Billy Ducks on the left foot. Kicks from 45 metres. The crowd's happy. Another Geelong goal.
No one on the mark. Billy can run on here. He does, and then kicks the ball to the goal square. Nearly Tanner front spot from point blank range. He's given it a push, but it looks like it's through. Or Doolan's handball cut off by Tudor. A chance, important ball. Standing his ground very well was Pryor. Did a wonderful job. Grenvold kicks a beauty to Danaher. They need something from this attack, Essendon. That's an excellent kick to Cummings. Tighty's angle. Good kick. He's got it. Then a little left footer. Bewick onto it now. He's had to concede too much ground to kick a goal. Under pressure, threw it in the end. No free kick. Simons' handball out wide. Danaher doesn't know whether to kick it or go for goal. He goes for goal. Bouncing ball. He's got it.
Wellman finds some traffic and hurt away.
At centre wing. Kicks a beauty to Cummings. He's 52 metres out. He's kicked it magnificently. Essendon came charging back at the end of the opening term. Danaher had a good first quarter, probing kick to the forward pocket. Cummings, well played. McGrath ricochets away. Mercury attacked it strongly. Got a handball. Cummings brilliantly. Bewick's good in this situation. He'll wrap it up.
Hocking to Brewer. Will centre it. Is disciplined with his kicking. Brownless with a set. Almost again. Tudor. Surely. The Cats have finally got one.
Bulk versus height.
Denham's come on back onto the ground. Handball was good from Sanderson. McKinnon to fall forward. Hocking at the back. Brownless like a rover. Just tie it up. Scores a level.
Got a very long run up. Quite deliberate. Kicks, slips and answers the Geelong goal.
Now let's just have a look at the way he does slip over here. He isn't all that well, but by kicking the goal, that certainly would have made any strain he's got a little bit better. But no, he's not in great shape, Michael Long.
And this is just shocking luck, isn't it? Remember, he had a knee reconstruction, Michael Long. And we've all got our fingers crossed here that it's not as serious as it looks. The Cats, it was good by Grenvold. Mercedes, Simons, a bit too easy actually away from Tudor. Gets it to Pryor, normally direct, goes high. Geelong have got the numbers. Mansfield missed it. Harvey's taken the mark. It's a mark. Play on call. Bewick will kick his third. Brewer working it. Tudor, who's a sharpshooter. A bounce. Beautiful play to Brownless, except the kick didn't quite find him. Billy turns his man inside out and kicks his third.
Has O'Donnell wide. And now looks up and chips the ball to Mercury. Players everywhere. Danaher through the middle. Oh, here's a go. The kick only has to be good to Cummings. And it is. He's kicked 15 goals this year so far. It's a long kick. Oh, the goal umpire hasn't moved. It's his third for the night. Comes back inside. Now kicks the ball 55 metres. Flyers want it. Cummings almost. Falls to Simpson. Caught. Grabbed high. Harvey somehow or other swings it onto his boot. Bewick, the goal kicker, racing. Mercury in the goal square by himself. Now has to go back and sets up Chris Danaher from 30 metres. And the Bombers have got another one. Scholl gets it back from Sanderson. And the running Brad Scholl. Tanner in a lot of space. Wants Brownless. What a wonderful kick. Comes in. The goal umpire starting to move to the right, but everyone's pretty happy, and Geelong have got their 8.
A terrific crowd, and they're seeing a really entertaining match. Fletcher's kick, Somerville was held on to Hurd. Fantastic handball. Mercury with skill, turns his man inside out, goes for goal. It's close.
Whoa.
11-5-8-6, and can I say on a night like tonight, he turned on a threepenny bit.
Terrific. Knocked on by Brewer. Beautifully read by Tudor to Burns. Hall got in his way, his teammate, and couldn't get through. Goes back to Brewer, sets up Riccardi. Riccardi from 30 metres out and has kicked the goal, I think. Yes, he has.
Flavour here tonight. Just some of the scenes from outside earlier. Essendon lead Geelong 11-5 to 9-6 at the long break. We saw Gary O'Donnell jeering them up before half-time. Somerville, Hocking, Colbert to Scholl. Now straightens the body to full forward. Brownless, who had a very good first half. Good stretch. Pickering looking for a free kick. Couldn't quite conjure one. Barnes off one leg, gets it back. It's all Geelong. A certain goal coming up. Pickering got back and took the mark. Pickering kicks the goal.
So Minch, Somerville again gets a tap to Masidi. Throws it onto the boot. Falls into open territory. Coming out to meet it is getting underneath at Hurd. Now back to Hurd. Turns, certain goal.
Back to Pickering, important he's starting to get touches. To Tudor at half forward. Geelong mounting a challenge, they trail by 10 points. Inboard, awkward kick by Colbert. Half ball, 50-50, Riccardi brilliant. What a goal this will be, magic! Simpson presented himself, then uses the running McGrath. Good kick to Tudor. To Minch, high ball. Brownless being held on to, takes a very good mark. That was a terrific effort by Billy. Called to play on, left foot, it's a goal, I think. He's got it.
Now under pressure, great handball to Brewer. Brewer handballs it back in front of himself. Now takes him on, Masidi with a sensational tackle. So Mintz doesn't quite hit it right and it falls short. Grenvold in front, Colbert stole it. Brownless leads, so there's a gap at the back. He's gone for the goals. The ball is running, and it's through! Falls to Pryor. Quite an impressive youngster. Kick. Oh, that's better, son. That is fantastic. It's cost the Bombers a few times. Couch. Falls over the back to Brownless. On to Hocking. Hocking, great desperation. Oh! Gee, Hocking, one goal, a miracle kick.
Something about that end, isn't there? There have been some of the best goals we've seen for the season.
It's late in this third quarter. High ball now, gets to within about 25 metres. O'Connor at the back, Cummings roving. gives a handball off to Bewick. Normally brilliant. He's kicked his fourth. Let's go down to the boundary line with the Big Dipper, who's got an array of famous football boots.
I certainly have, Bruce. Talking about reenactment games, well, we go through some fashion statements here with footy boots. This one here belongs to the great E.J. Whitten, of course, played in the grand final of '54, and you can see some of the stops missing there, but you can just see the ankle size of the boot there. And the next one belongs to Kevin Murray, a great player for Fitzroy. And of course, he had a back problem, so he raised the heel of his football boot to help his back. Of course, colour television came in, and the great Channel 7 commentator, KB, had to have his yellow and black boots here. And now, this is the new boot, which has not been released yet. This is called the Traction. So the fashion statements have certainly been made over the last 100 years.
Comes inboard. Mensch bombs away a bit, but gives Barnes every opportunity. This to pinch a very handy break from 45 metres out as a goal.
Down to O'Donnell. Has to kick onto his right foot. Over the back to O'Connor. Solidly met by Brewer. Falls to Pryor. Pryor from 65 metres out kicks. Over the back, Bewick. Certain goal. Oh, the Bombers are back in this. Quickly off. Pryor, this wonderful kicking youngster. Hurd putting in the deep ones. Now Chips back over the head to Bewick, the danger man. Gets around his opponent. Now he gets out of the pocket, kicks, and he's kicked his eighth. Oh, the Bewick's on fire.
Back into the world centre half forward. Tudor to Rove. The ball ran away from him. Denham's give was terrific. Danaher running sideways. Clever. Mercedes could kick this. 50 out, measures it, drills it, goals! Sensational!
4 last quarter goals in a sensational performance. Kicks it high. Bewick runs to the front of the pack, and it goes at the behind. That's where Tanner is. Cockatoo Collins. Oh, certain goal. Another one for the Bombers. 6 in 7.5 minutes. 20-point leaders in what has been a remarkable turnaround from the start of this last quarter.
On his third game, attacks to fall forward. Mansfield worked underneath. High fly by Simons. Brownless tries to get it to Tanner. Tanner tracked it. Well done to Brownless. Goes back, a long way back. Mansfield wanted to go on.
Simons hasn't moved.
Let's have a look at the replay here and see just how hard Simons hit the ground. A big flyer, as he's always been. He's completely fearless. Bang. Oh, good attack from the back by Tanner. Comes back from Dorland to Mercedes. Big second half Mercedes. Bewick's got it. What a remarkable match. Well, he injured himself severely in round 11 last year against Geelong. Didn't play for the rest of the year. Had a knee reconstruction. Has been in the reserves for 3 weeks coming back. Played his 150th match on one of the biggest stages the AFL could create in 100 years before 75,000 people, and he's going for his 9th goal. His 5th goal in the last quarter. What a night for him. As Sanderson brings the ball back to centre wing, and just as they did 100 years ago, they won again. The same olds. Bewick got 9. 22-11 to Geelong 17-12 before 75,000 people.